While Rameshwaram is famous due to references in the Ramayana, the Gulf of Mannar is known to be a hotspot for biodiversity tourism in India. It's stunning when you look at how the randomly scattered boats on the sea seem to make such an aesthetic pattern. I can't think of any place better than Rameshwaram and the Gulf of Mannar where scenic beauty is concerned. The Gulf of Mannar is a repository of over 3,600 species of marine plants and animals and the first biosphere reserve in the Southeast Asia region. It's one of the most biologically diverse coastal regions in the world and the largest in the Gulf of India. The Gulf of Mannar lies between the west coast of Sri Lanka and the southeastern tip of India in the Coromandel Coast region. Sea turtles are frequent visitors to the Gulf, as are sharks, dugongs and dolphins. The work that the Tamil Nadu government is doing to preserve and promote biodiversity in this area without curtailing tourism activities is extremely impressive. Pamban Bridge is one of the most scenic sights I have ever come across. Opened on the 24th of February 1914, Pamban Bridge was India's first sea bridge and was the longest sea bridge in India until the opening of the Bandra-Worli Sea Link in 2010. You might remember watching this bridge in movies like Chennai Express. Beaches are my favorite, and they don't really get much better than Rameshwaram and the Gulf of Mannar. I'm also keen on checking out this wonderful little museum dedicated to celebrating the life of the Missile Man of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Rameshwaram is a municipality in the Ramanathapuram district of the Indian state of Tamil Nadu. It's on Pamban Island, which is separated from the mainland India by the Pamban Channel. It's in the Gulf of Mannar at the tip of the Indian peninsula. Pamban Island, also known as Rameshwaram Island, is connected to mainland India by the Pamban Bridge. Rameshwaram is the closest point from which you can reach Sri Lanka from India. Geological evidence suggests that the Ram Setu was a former land connection between India and Sri Lanka.
Wow.
Lighting, everything is superb, no?
It's classic.
I know, right?
It's the new Royal Enfield Classic.
It's back.
This bike, the design is absolutely timeless. Did you know that they have taken inspiration from the bikes that they designed way back in the 1950s?
Oh.
Isn't that amazing information? Yes. Thanks, Rup.
One thing that struck me when we came here for a shoot the last time was the diversity of plants that we came across on our trip. There was this beautiful little piece of land that we came across with these never-ending palm trees.
This looks like surreal. You know? It's like another... I love it. I wish I could buy it and have a small hut here. Mila?
It was an unexpected find, but that was the theme of our trip back then, unearthing gems across Tamil Nadu. To be honest, it's not a hard job at all, because the state has something aesthetic, cultural, tasty, or just plain exciting around every corner.
10 minutes में
I hope they like it. Both them.
Dhanushkodi is an abandoned town at the southeastern tip of Pamban Island of the state of Tamil Nadu in India. It is southeast of Pamban and is 24 kilometers west of Talaimanar in Sri Lanka. The town was destroyed during the 1964 Rameshwaram cyclone and remains uninhabited in the aftermath. The town of Dhanushkodi is believed to be the place where Lord Ram had ordered Lord Hanuman to build a bridge that would carry his army across to Sri Lanka, where the demon king Ravan had kept Sita captive. As ordered, Lord Hanuman had obliged, and it was here that the Ram Setu was built by the Vanar Sena. Once his wife was back, Ravana's good brother Vibhishana requested Lord Ram that the bridge be destroyed so that his kingdom would be safe. Lord Ram obliged and flung his bow. Its end landed at the same spot, and the bridge immediately collapsed a couple of feet below sea level, where it still lies under the name Adam's Bridge. Dhanushkodi translates to the end of the bow. Post the calamity, the government, after analyzing the perilous location of Dhanushkodi, declared it as an uninhabitable place. Hence, the place got popular as a ghost town.
Who would have thought that smart and connected mobility solutions would make our lives so simple? I think the 3S value proposition is pretty clear.
What's that?
Well, if you have the JK Tire app, it ensures that you have savings, safety, and a stress-free experience.
Wow. Amazing.
The Ramanatha Swami Temple is the most notable historic landmark of the town. Located in the center, the temple is dedicated to the god Shiva. The Ramanatha Swami Temple is one of the 12 Jyotirlinga shrines where Shiva is worshipped in the form of a Jyotirlinga or pillar of light. It is also one of the 275 Padal Petra Sthalam temples and is glorified in hymns by the three of the most revered Nayanar saints, Appar, Sundarar and Tirunana Sambandar. Rameshwaram is a town meant for what you call Pitru Tarpanam, that is, performing rites for our ancestors. It is very auspicious to perform these ceremonies there, as the mythology says that Lord Ram himself performed the rites there. The temple in its current structure was built during the 12th century by the Pandya dynasty. The temple has the longest corridor amongst all Hindu temples in India. The breadth of these columned corridors varies from 17 to 21 feet with a height of 25 feet. Each pillar is sculpted in Nayak style, similar to what we witnessed at the Meenakshi Amman temple. Over the year, various rulers have preserved and added to this temple. Parakrama Bahu, the ruler of Sri Lanka, was involved in the construction of the Sanctum Sanctorum of the temple. The eastern tower and shrine of Nataraja were built by Talavai Setupati in 1649. The second enclosure is built by Chinna Udayar Setupati and his son Raghunatha Tirumala. The third enclosure was constructed by Muthu Ramalinga Setupati, 1725 and 1771. His statue is located at the entrance of the corridor. There are so many motivations for people to travel. There's pilgrimage, adventure, wildlife, the list goes on and on. What really strikes me about Rameshwaram and the Gulf of Mannar is that it caters to a spectrum of travelers. From offering prayers at the majestic Rameshwaram temple to devouring scrumptious fish on the beach stalls, there is no way that you won't find something that pulls on your heartstrings in this magnificent beach town. Every region in Tamil Nadu seems to have their own speciality when it comes to saris. Rameshwaram is famous for high quality silk saris. The variety you find here is astounding. The House of Kalam is the childhood home of India's beloved former president, late Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Dr. Kalam was born and raised till his teenage years in the temple town of Rameshwaram. The House of Kalam was established as a museum in 2011. Today the gallery houses photographs from the President's childhood and his transformation from a small town boy to one of the most valued scientists in the country. You can check out his certificates, doctorates, honors, awards and medals on display here along with all his scholarly works. As my trip is edging closer to the end, I find myself reminiscing about all the fantastic experiences that I've had. While I love the temples, the food and the scenic landscapes, there is one special aspect of this state that will definitely bring me back here soon. From the ranger at Madumalai to the trainers at Annamalai, the owner of Chukku Mali Coffee in Madurai to the lovely ladies at the vineyards, everyone I've met has an infectious smile. This warmth makes you feel at home even when you're miles away. I wonder if the warmth has something to do with the Tamilian culture. Let's find out.